Yo, I told someone my age the other day, and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm knocking on 40, motherfucker."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone at work was like, "What the fuck? You're old."
Yes, I've never claimed not to be. I'm a friggin' dweeb.
I am full of wisdom.
Full of wisdom? Or are you full of come on? Who's cum? Who's you letting raw dog you?
No cum in this pussy. Thank you.
What? You don't want to risk having a child?
Plan B on standby if that's happening.
What?
Listen, plan B on standby if that's happening.
Yo, for real though. Fuck that shit. No offense to the parents. Parenting is great. Your kids are beautiful. My uterus is closed for business.
I mean, it's open for business, but
my uterus is fucking closed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Baby
That's
business.
where babies are made and incubated, and I'm an incubator for nothing but dope bars.
Wow. Wow. That's the vibe we're on today.
Sorry. I've been listening to these tracks.
Be audacious.
I will. Chaotic high.
Chaotic high.
I'm just like chaotic, period.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Tired. I definitely slept in today. I shouldn't have. I didn't plan on it. I have vague memories of my alarms going off and me just being like, okay, Google, stop. Yeah.
That's when you're most tapped into your masculine energies in the morning.
Is that, I mean, sometimes. Yeah. No, I'm alright. Just chugging along.
Yeah.
Sunshine's starting to come out, so that's good.
So delicious.
I'm just, yeah, man, working a lot.
Yeah.
And just getting excited for summertime and for a little bit of travel for my birthday. And, the good life. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building that good life.
Trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's flowing.
Yeah. Oh, I flirted imperfectly in your name this week. It's not that deep.
Okay, tell me.
I was just messaging someone on Instagram.
You slid into the DMs?
No, someone clearly that I know. And I don't know what we're talking about, but there was an opening and I was like, this is where a cheeky response would go. And I was like, remember, we're flirting imperfectly.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what comes out of it. We're taking opportunities. And so I leaned into the moment.
Good for you.
Even though it felt embarrassing.
Yeah.
It felt super cringe. And then I was pooping on the bowl. And then the person took the bait and I was like, fuck.
Now what?
Do I? And I'm like, Fletcher. Of course, I call my brother to talk about
when you're taking your shit.
Taking a shit. And also, I'm like, do I respond back to this person? Like, ugh, go to bed. So tired of me. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm not a chump. You're gonna flirt imperfectly. It was funny. And we both laughed and moved on with our day.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to play.
Yeah. So I'm leaning into the play of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I play around and flirt imperfectly with the guy who edits our podcasts, but
oh my God.
I'm not sure if it's
What are you trying to say, bro?
nothing. I'm just trying to make it awkward because I love awkward moments.
You trying to propose to Jacob over there?
It depends what we're proposing. I'm not that modern. I'm not going to propose as a woman.
Okay. I'm sure, man. Leave the man alone.
I'm trying.
What, you drawn?
Drawn?
He didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, sorry. I'll bow out.
You're such a weirdo. But you do.
That is part of my name on Instagram.
To flirt imperfectly.
Yes.
With him.
Yeah.
I've clocked it. He's clocked it.
Yeah. We openly talk about it.
You openly talk about it. He awkwardly dodges it or ignores it.
He's like, I'm fine.
And then called you Drake today. So.
And then it keeps him up at night.
Oh my God.
Not in the good way, though. Okay, we'll stop.
After you, this is your platform. I'm just gonna sit back and let you do your thing.
Oh,
Anything else you have to share?
yeah, it's your birthday soon.
In a month.
Yeah. Are you gonna get a lap dance?
I'm like,
Zoom in on that face.
Does anyone want to give me a lap dance?
That used to be my tradition. When my friends would have birthdays, I would give them a lap dance.
We have been friends for a long time.
I know
and you've never offered me a lap dance.
I thought about getting up right now, but I can't mess with the motion, the range of motion.
All of this time
in LA, I will.
You've never lap danced me.
I know this.
I've never. What is this?
Are we truly friends?
Are we? Miss, I give all my friends lap dance. I'm right over here, bitch.
I am sitting in a chair with my lap.
Bro, you've seen me in plenty of chairs. And I got a lot of lap.
Maybe that's it. I'm just so intimidated.
What are you, a straight man?
Yes.
You're so intimidating.
That was the
Rose-Ingrid.
reference. I love how you got it.
Oh, I knew. It was like all my fucking childhood. Like my entire 20s. You know, Rose-Ingrid, you're kind of intimidating. I'm like, or are you just intimidated?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Sir?
What are you saying?
Sir? I don't bite unless I'm asked to. Okay? No. Some of y'all should be
in the
intimidated.
contract.
I'll fucking fuck you up. But
people know.
you're
not fully wrong.
No, but not.
But what are we actually saying?
I'm not intimidating if you're comfortable in your own skin. If you've done your work and you're chilling, I shouldn't be intimidating to you. Only scary if you're weak. In which case, you should be scared.
Okay, Kendrick. Calling shit out.
But fuck you for not giving me a lap dance
Yeah.
all these years of friendship.
I can't believe I am
almost
such a
died.
bad friend. You and me both. Just kidding, more you.
I literally almost died. When did you almost die?
Did. I didn't actually. We still don't know what happened, but
yeah.
But I'm glad you made it back to us.
Same.
Yeah.
I know. I was like literally on that plane, scared to fall asleep because my body was literally destroying itself.
Yeah, man.
I was like, look, I'm not too proud to beg to the universe, to whoever's out there.
Yeah.
I was like, Allah, Jesus, whatever, Muhammad, whoever's out fucking there.
Yeah.
I have not, whether or not you're there, I'm not going down this way.
Mm-mm.
And I literally put in some friggin' United Pursuit.
I love United Pursuit.
No, House Fires. Because House Fires used to be my
good.
jam, the first two. And I just like sat and refused to let myself sleep on this entire like plane ride from Mexico City to Toronto. Scared I would pass out and die on the fucking plane. And I was like, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and for all the within me cry out. And I'm like, funny how push come to shove, this shit is still comforting, even though I'm like, I have no actual affinity to the religion behind it.
Yep.
But this shit used to calm me down, so I still use it. And so like,
yep.
Have your way. Just like gritting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, not ready to go down this way. I refuse to die. If I'm going to die before my time, it will be in a blaze of glory. And there's nothing glorious about dying in a plane like that. Or in my sleep. And the other way I'm willing to die is of old age in my sleep peacefully.
Yeah.
So unless that's one of the two things happening, we're not dying. Like,
we're not taking
oh my
it.
gosh, this highway is so scary. I'm like, no, I'm not going to die like that. What do you mean? I'm like, I'm not dying early without a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
I just decided.
Yeah.
I've manifested my death.
Yeah. Let me know though.
I'm assuming if it's glorious, you'd know beforehand that it's happening. Like, oh, yes. This is a pretty glorious way to die.
And then I'll be like, anxiety.
No, I'm like, I actually prefer this to die when my job is done when I'm old. But if I'm going to die early, it better be badass. So you'll know. If it doesn't feel like it would be a badass death to talk about, then we ain't dying. You're like, I'm so scared. I'm like, yeah, be scared, but we're not dying.
Yeah.
It's not how it's going.
Yeah, we're doing this afraid, but we're fine.
No. Yeah.
And we're fine.
Like all of life.
Truth. I remember one time I messaged you and I was like, we like checked in and I was like, well, I got my gospel goodness playlist on. Or like my worship, and you're like, oh, okay, that's where we're at. Because
like, how many former church kids were like, don't believe in it. I'm an atheist or I'm an agnostic or whatever. Still have like one of those like, once in a while, I pull out a little, and I'll forgive you if it's Bethel or Hillsong because they wrote bops, but they're toxic. I won't even pull that stuff out, but I'll forgive you if it's that. But like pull out the little, lead me to the cross or something.
Oh, that brings me back
to hormones and anxiety.
Master's commission in Florida.
I thought you were about to say masturbation.
Well, that happened later. Which
what?
Never mind. It was when I was going to talk about Twitter porn.
You're so obsessed with that now. You're welcome. Happy to share that with you.
Yeah.
I know. No, man. Some people do like have sex to worship music.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had a roommate. Her parents do.
I mean, if that's your
and then
thing.
I was like, so you're telling me whenever you hear like "Shout to the Lord" playing, it's because mom's getting it stuffed by dad. Shout to the Lord. I'm just saying.
God.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Hopefully.
Jesus. There's a whole new expected to make a joyful noise unto the Lord. I'm like
a fragrance unto thee.
Some sort of scent. Apparently, I ruined "Shout to the Lord" for this person forever.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
you're
that's
welcome.
funny.
I hope whenever you hear it, you think of your parents fucking. We don't talk anymore.
We don't talk anymore.
Like we used to. Yeah, but no, man. Apparently, people like fuck to worship because sex in a marriage bed is an offering unto the Lord, apparently.
Okay.
Do you know that there are Christian slow jams?
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're soaking.
Oh, God. I hope not. Could you? I've always pictured the kids at like BYU or whatever soaking, just like raw dogging the whole experience. You know what I'm saying? No romance, no dim lights. The girl's just like lying there. The kid's putting his dick in her, and then their friends just jumping on the bed, and it's just like their cold ass dorm room. The idea of them bringing in some like Christian slow jams, this is so funny to me. Like the thing is, Christian slow jams are Christians, so they're about married sex. So that would be like really weird because they'd be like out here finding a loophole, and then be like,
God's loophole.
We did it the right way, baby. So let's make heaven smile, cause the bed is undefiled. We did it the right way, baby. So let's make heaven smile, cause the bed is undefiled. And I was like, who's fucking to that?
Are we fucking tonight? Wait, no, that's not right. Anyways, I'm gonna listen to Christian slow jams.
I will send you a link.
And I'm gonna put it on and see
what your man says. That's hilarious. Please do.
Because I have a sex playlist that's Laura's Law, but I'm gonna make like
what's on your sex playlist? Tell me.
Could bring it up.
Or just tell me what your favorite track on there is.
Ooh, okay. Grind on me. Feel like I'm on, take your time on me.
Okay.
Oh, till your body gets weak. Hot.
All right.
There's just like a bunch of like
R&B.
sensual, dirty. There's one. Oh, have you heard "That's My Girl" by Russ? Oh,
just sorry. I'm just like
not about him.
I get it. It's just so TikTok-y to me. I'm just like I know the biz. Anyway, keep going.
Just the new song. I'm like,
yeah.
Whew.
I mean, if it works, it works. I'm not gonna be a hater. Shout out to Russ. Do your thing. It's fine.
Yeah. I get that.
it's silly. But I'm just you online. You were saying, so that's on there too.
Yeah, and then Jeremiah, and what else do I have? Anyways, just like really sensual shit.
But it's all new school. No, like
oh, there's old stuff.
Let's stay together. No, Barry White.
No, it's not that kind. It's like
no.
Fuck it.
Red Light Special, TLC.
Ooh,
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that.
You
Shit.
gotta add that. Mm-mm. Come to my door, take off my clothes, and turn on the red light. Yep. I hate that song as a child. It made me very uncomfortable.
Like, I'm feeling uncomfortable in my body, and
You know what? I don't know. I was like, this is weird. I don't want to listen to this. And then people actually used to make fun of me and be like, ah. And our other cousin did play it because then it made me weird. I also used to really, really hate what's his face? Bryan Adams. Have you ever really, really, really ever loved a woman? Which is the Zorro song, yeah. You love a woman. Anyway, that always made me hella uncomfortable too.
Really? Do you love it now?
Fear of intimacy, clearly, yeah. I like love song now, but I was like, ew, so ew. I was a kid.
You're weak.
Emotions are for the fucking weak. I'm better. No. Ugh. I have no feelings. Okay? Feelings are for dopes. Feelings are people who cry at night. Like my
Secretly crying every night.
like my
Depression.
mom. I'm not doing that to myself. Huh.
I'm not human.
No. Duh. Humanity. What else that? No, man. Yeah. No, Bryan Adams is great.
Yeah.
I think he's a little racist, apparently, but
I mean, that
I'll
probably.
take it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll take it.
I
It's like
mean-
all the racism.
White boy from Canada.
There's layers. There's lots of layers we got to work through.
But,
As long as you're doing work. Keep going. Let's keep going. Peace. Don't stop. Get it.
Don't stop getting. That also reminds me of the Save the Last Dance.
Which you love.
Oh, I can't stand that movie.
Fletch loves it. You're like, why?
Yeah, I'm like, I know he likes it. White girls.
Checks out.
She's the most annoying character, and these people are like, oh my gosh, it's so hard for her. Fuck you. You're going into private school, kid. Like, you literally just moved to the hood, and your problems are the worst. My mom died. Everyone here's got a mom who's dead or a dad who's not there. They're freaking dealing drugs to make ends meet, and the world's hard for you. Shut up. Can't stand it.
It's centered around that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, just lack of self-awareness. Can't be out here in the hood dating a nigga and being like, why all the girls hate me? Oh my gosh, they're so mean.
My backpack was stolen.
You put it on the floor,
Scene.
bitch.
Yeah.
You were donating to charity.
Yeah. That's how easy it is.
Should have known. Can't stand it.
Did you like Step Up?
Yes.
Me too.
But that's because they were different movies. I mean, also, I just feel Step Up was just the dancing was the character.
I love dancing.
Step Up to the Streets.
Oh,
I love Moose. Moose is great.
I just love dancing. I'm excited to dance
Dance.
when we travel. Dance.
Yeah. Cool. I love that we're discussing your extramarital sex while you have your purity ring on.
Oh.
Show me your purity ring. What is the story behind your purity ring? Tell me more.
Okay. It's white gold.
Of course.
There's a single diamond in the middle of the heart,
Okay.
like my heart. So maybe it was like the Holy
Who
Spirit.
gave it to you?
Fucking fuck. In grade 10, my father
Yes.
was like, hey, he got us purity rings to wait for marriage.
As a symbol of your dedication that your pum pum will be the Lord's until you're married.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So I wore it in high school. And I tried to wait till marriage. Whoops. It slipped. So when I was 21, I had sex. And then I was like,
Were you wearing this thing every day?
every
From the
day,
age of 15 to 21?
24/7.
And then you had sex with it on?
Oh, that's a good question. I can't remember.
Because that's bold.
Oh my God, I wonder.
You just ignored the conviction of the Lord like that.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, I can't wear it now, but if I don't wear it, then they're going to know. But I can't lie.
Fake wore it?
No, I didn't.
You just stopped wearing it.
Yeah.
Because you broke your promise to God and to your father.
Yeah.
To maintain
to
your
both
purity.
fathers. I have 3 fathers.
Sheesh.
It's a lot.
I couldn't tell you. I have
and 1 daddy.
Who's my daddy? You trying to be my daddy? Well, I like my daddies when they give me lap dances, okay? Jeez.
Buckle up. We'll do it on the plane.
Jesus, get kicked off the plane. Yeah, 3 fathers. How's that?
I mean, it's a lot, you know. I was talking to my birth sister in South France this morning. I had a little FaceTime catch up. She's like, so how was seeing... I was about to say his name. I was like, the dad, the birth father. And I was like, it was fucking weird. And we just had this conversation about it, you know? And I was like, it's a lot to navigate. It's a lot to navigate with men. First of all. And then this guy's all like, see, you're keeping beautiful. And it was his birthday and they brought out a cake and saying happy birthday. And I didn't know it was his birthday. And I haven't seen like my birth siblings in forever. And I was like, oh, this is awkward. It's like 80, I don't know, 87 or something. I don't know.
Your
80,
birth father's almost 90?
Fucking yeah, bro.
Bro.
It's wild. And then there were church people at the diner. And he was like, this is my daughter. And I was like, ugh. I hope listen to this. But anyways, it was fucking awkward. And I just said, oh, I didn't realize it was your birthday. This is awkward. Just said it aloud. But anyways, that's the only thing he said to me was, I see you're keeping beautiful. That's it.
Okay. All right. How does that feel?
Gross. It feels gross.
Why?
Because it's like, we're Meg and I are like arm candy or like, look at my beautiful daughter. It's objectification and that's gross.
Do you feel like he was saying that as like almost like a way like to lift himself up?
Yeah.
And not like because he didn't know what else to say because it's awkward to meet his whatever's and that's the easiest thing to comment about? Yeah.
He thinks that that's a compliment.
Right.
And that's his way of being like acknowledging or whatever. But it's like, that's creepy, bro. A little creepy. When you're always commenting on our looks.
Oh, it happened more than once?
Oh, yeah. Okay, the first time, we were 21 when we met him officially, right? Because we grew up in the same church as him and my birth mom were going there, but we didn't know. I mean, our tiny little nervous systems would have known.
You grew up going to the same church as your birth parents were at, but you didn't know they were your birth parents all your life?
We knew we were adopted. We didn't know it was them until later.
Weird.
Yeah, man.
Why would you do that? Is there no other church in Perth?
It was in Ottawa.
There's so many churches.
Yeah, man.
Why pick the same one?
Social circles, I guess. Friends with the pastor and the pastor's wife.
Huh.
Yeah. And
21.
Yeah. And we found out at a wedding. It was my mom's best friend at the time, her second wedding at the church. And then he leaned over and he swore in front of a judge he didn't know, or it wasn't him or whatever. I don't know. Who knows what's... And then was like, no, people asked him and he said, no, not my daughters. But then he leaned over. We were 21 and he's like, aren't my daughters beautiful? And then that came out at the wedding and my sister was obviously very activated. I was like, and drinking. And I was like, let's go take a walk around the neighborhood. Let's just get this energy out. And then we met him. We went to his house for the first time at 21. He's like, I've loved you. I've been praying for you for 21 years. And then we go in the house. He had taken pictures of us off Facebook, put them up with the rest of his family photos on the walls and pictures of us on his desktop. And sent out a Christmas card saying happy holidays with a picture of Megan and her child who was adopted.
Oh no.
To the whole birth family that we don't know.
On one side, I'm like, and on the other, I'm like, this poor man doesn't have the emotional tools to just say, hey, I fucked up and I missed your life and I just want to be in it. And I'd love to be, I know I'm not your dad, but can I be something? Like, I just feel like
That's
Go to
nice
therapy,
of you.
sir.
Go to what?
Go to therapy. Talk to someone. Communicate your feelings. Don't wait. Don't. You know what it is? It's limerence for birth dads. He's like made up his entire relationship in his head with y'all. That's how I am with dating. It's great. And then, except I end the relationships before I even say it. I don't tell people. I'm not crazy like that. I'm just like, see, this is why logically it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And then I
you
move
sabotage
on.
it here first so that you don't have to
that way I
live
don't have
it.
to deal with it in person. But he's doing the same thing, except he's not sabotaging it. He's just like, well, in some ways he is, but not meaning to.
Yeah.
That's so tragic.
I know. And I'm trying through therapy. I'm trying to be grateful for the life given. Thank you for the life given.
Sure.
And I
That
see
was a
you.
worship song.
I see you in your ways in which you're trying to reconcile.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still some predatorial shit.
Sure.
It's all of it. It's just a mess.
I mean, he's almost 90. It's the tracks.
90s trend. But yeah, that was Taylor Swift. Anyways.
If I ever make a Taylor Swift reference, it's not on purpose.
Like me.
Not
I just
for
said,
me.
I was like, wait, oh, that's Taylor.
I'm like, no. I ain't never making no Taylor Swift reference on purpose. Sorry, little Swifties.
Just a little accident.
Dang.
We make happy little accidents or mistakes.
That's tough, man. That shit's hard.
Yeah.
To tell you about the time, my birth father, the man they call my dad.
Yeah, I'm like, that's interesting to hear you say.
No, I'm like, what? We used to call him a sperm donor.
Yeah.
I think, bro, that's the
donor.
The donor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the day that he was at Fletcher's concert. So I'm like singing. I'm leading worship at this church. They're the grand opening one night, and Fletcher has a concert. So, like a good sibling, I'm going to the concert to support. So he's like, I have a gig beforehand. I'll come straight from there. So I do my little church thing, get on my OC Transpo, go downtown. I'm on my way to the church, to the event. And I get a message from Fletch being like, oh, by the way, Dad's going to be there. And at this point, it's like 2011, 2010 around there. I'm never been to therapy.
Oh, fuck.
I'm deep in Jesus land.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. I'm like still going to the church I grew up in. Like I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm baptized and saved and just raw dogging life, using prayer and
The Lord.
as a friggin' conduit to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that this man's gonna be there and I'm not prepped for it. And I literally like paced the market just in a pure panic. Because the last time I saw this man, I would have been like in my mid 20s at the point of that night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mid early late 20s. But the last time I'd seen him, it would have been God in court. Because my mom had me, it was to bring her kids to work day in like 9th or 10th grade. And it happened to be the day she had court with him.
Oh my God.
So the lady should have let me home. She took me with her.
Oh my God.
So my teenage ass is sitting in the court watching like divorce trials happen. Because we were there early, obviously. So there's a one before us. And this couple was just fighting over their kid's passport. To the point where the judge had to be like, I will hold the passport. You will come to me when you need to travel. Because y'all are children that can't
Problem solved.
Can't friggin' whatever. So I watched my father and mother debate child support and shit while I was in the room.
I mean, that might have something to do with like, not going there in my life.
Oh, well, I mean, I had decided at 6. So. And then apparently the rumor, I don't know, my mom tells tall tales too. Love you. But and the word on the street is that he gave up all parental rights. They settled like at another court hearing, they settled out of court. He signed off rights as a father in exchange for not being charged child support that he never paid.
Wow.
So legally he has no like rights to it, apparently. And apparently the judge was super shocked at this. So this is my last interaction with this man.
Oh my God.
And the one before that, he just ghosted. Like, he reappeared when I was 12, being like, I want to be a family. And I was like, whatever. And then like my
Left
mom helped him move into an apartment down the street from our house. I'm like, why are we giving this man any time? Anywho, and then like, you know, I think he was at my 6th grade graduation, and I don't remember him when I finished junior high. So it lasted. I think he cheated on my mom with someone, and again, of course. And so that was that. Anywho, so those are like childhood memories. I'm full on grown up, and no one prepped me. And I walk into this club, and this man hugged me.
Oh no.
This man embraced me and goes, I love you. And I was like, excuse me.
Oh, except don't.
Hey, love?
Hands off.
Where you been, bro? We've
off.
been broke. We've been struggling. Out here watching my mom work how whatever. I had to work all through high school because your bitch ass couldn't pay for milk. Absolutely not. I think I was measured, but according to Fletcher and his girl at the time, I tore him a new one.
Amazing.
I was like,
Amazing.
What happened? I have questions. Blah blah blah. blah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to my auntie? Huh? Did you actually like cheat on my mom with my auntie? Did you whatever's? Did you kill her? like didn't say that, but
Bought it.
because no one talks about it. Anyway, I was all like, You know what love is? Love is being present, whatever is. And he's just like a sad looking man. He like I watched him limp out, and that was one of the first times I met bro.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was there.
Aw.
He witnessed that. And like this dude limped out, and I'm like, oh, you're just a sad ass man. Sad.
You know, sometimes you feel, and then other times you're like, fuck you.
Oh, I just feel like life has said fuck you enough. Like, karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
And you know, like, my life is pretty decent, and he looks really sad. Also, was that the last? No, the last time I saw him was probably
When he denied knowing you?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy to me.
I forgot I told you that story. That's a crazy story. I was like at a job interview.
So weird.
This might have been before that. Oh man, I'm blending. They're blending.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was looking for a job, and I applied to a cafe in the friggin' business district. I did a job interview, and this guy's like looking at my resume. He's like, "Oh my gosh, are you Haitian?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh," he looked at my last name. I still have my father's last name legally, and he's like, "Oh, I know a Haitian guy. Come meet my friend." And the security guard in the building is also a Haitian man. Lo and behold, it's my father, whom I haven't seen in fucking. And I'm like in a job interview, like, "Hello, nice to meet you." This man, do you all know each other? He said no. He pretended not to know me. And I wasn't gonna be the one to be like, "Oh yeah, that's my deadbeat dad who never paid child support." Like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get a fucking job.
Oh my God.
Yo, the panic that spilled my body. I'm also pretty sure when I joined Move In and lived in Caldwell, he was in my neighborhood.
Shut up.
Oh yeah. There's a couple times we would walk to the bus stop and be at the light, and I'd be like, I'd look over, I'm like, that street, it's not a through street, like you have to be in the neighborhood to use it. I trick-or-treated with my neighbors once, and I totally sure I saw him parked like just outside of where we're trick-or-treating. And I'm pretty sure I saw him at Walmart in 2015 when I was shopping, because it's a neighborhood Walmart.
So weird.
Oh yeah, not a word, but I was like, panic run. Yeah. Oh, it was a small town, so I'm not shocked, but shout out to the man that donated the sperm to make me.
I mean, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. I didn't ask to be alive. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. Honestly, I joke because like our birth mom wanted to get an abortion, but our birth father was like, I told her it's murder because he's a white savior, you know? And, but told my sister that, and that kind of shook her when she found out. But I was like, honestly, maybe we'd be better off and no one would know. It's not a sad or devastating thing.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not actively like trying to die, but I'm also aware that none of us asked to be here in like this friggin' post, capitalistic and I don't know, whatever this bullshit is. And I'm like with the trauma and the stress, and I'm like, y'all chose this, and you couldn't be good humans to make sure that we were okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't take care of your stuff long enough to make sure that we didn't end up traumatized. And I'm just like, that's whack. Don't procreate if you can't take care of business. You know?
It's kind of wild, hey?
And like,
you have to do all these courses or like meet these expectations for certain things, but fucking parenting and like being responsible for someone else's life.
I feel
you
bitches
just
should not be parents.
Wild.
Yes.
Or like, if so, you don't have the resources, we don't give the resources. You know what I mean?
But also,
there's so many things.
You can be broke and decent if mom and dad did their work, or I don't know, have a little self awareness.
Yeah. Now you're stuck with that.
Or
word.
have an outlet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go punch something that's not a person.
There's exceptions, but
I didn't get punched. I got slapped and smacked with sandals and spatulas.
Oh, the wooden spoon or the belt. Oh, that fucking hurt.
Yo,
the hand welts.
Oh, we didn't get the belt off. Y'all got the belt? I love when white people are out here doing that shit. It's like, yes.
It's a good time. Maybe who I am.
What kind of belt?
Leather.
Did he like go like, you know, did he like pull back? Was he one of those like
I think it was like I think it was like the folded. Like it wasn't the buckle. It was the you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little cow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Spanx, the anger Spanx.
It's gonna hurt me more than it hurts me, huh?
That is what was said. Yes.
I went to the trainings on how to discipline your children in the Lord. I've heard those things. You have to let them know I'm doing this because I love you, and it's whatever. Hurt me
and then
more
there was
hurt you.
You can do it. Then later on, I was like, you can do it. Just don't do it when you're angry.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I remember in high school we did presentations, and I said, "Spare the rod, spoil the child." Fucking regurgitated that shit.
Did you ever go to school did you have freaking bruises? Ever?
Welts.
Welts?
Yeah.
How'd you explain those?
They're on my ass, so it didn't matter. I mean, not that it didn't matter, but
because you were serving the Lord, so no one could see
I was
them.
fully covered.
It's crazy. No, man. Shout out to my deadbeat dad. Makes me funny. And
gives me so much material.
So much material. And I'm actually doing a Father's Day show.
Oh, yeah.
And in that show, I'm going to be roasting my deadbeat dad. I'm writing new material for him.
Amazing.
I'm so stoked. I was like, nah, I've been preparing my entire life for this moment. Thank you.
Oh my God. I'm just having anxiety right now, being like, oh, I hope that doesn't like, you know, you don't want to out people, but it's also like reality. And then you're also like,
ooh,
people are doing the best they can with
my
what they got.
deadbeat dad?
No,
yours.
Because I'm like, people that know are going to be listening to this, and I'm like, but they did their work and it's all good now.
Well, look, everyone's doing the best they can with what they've got.
Yep.
And you can grow and be better, but the impact of your actions when you didn't still remain. And I'm allowed to feel a type of way for how you impacted my life. I'm so glad you're better, but I don't mean that I don't have ish.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, my mom loves me and has her entire life. I know she has. Mm-hmm. And her love harmed me. Mm. So those things can both be true.
Yep.
I could say that, you know what? Being a church kid saved me from some other shit.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't all bad.
Yep.
And also, that shit harmed me.
Yep.
Right? High control religion and white supremacy and the casual racism the homophobia and all those things and the financial exploitation.
Yeah.
And the guilt and shame were bad. And also develop skills as a leader and also had community and also, you know,
didn't have sex too young, stayed away from drugs.
Precisely. Though I could have used a few drugs in my high school years.
Yeah, for real.
I really could have used some weed, okay?
Yeah. Oh,
oh my gosh.
Cannabis.
And I was surrounded by drug dealers.
Oh.
And no, smoking is bad. You know?
Now you get that good medicine.
I do. That good.
I do.
I do.
Instant like,
yeah.
It's so nice.
Honestly, whenever I get high, I'm like, man, you know how much more chill I would have been as a 16-year-old? Like, I needed to chill.
Yeah, man.
I was so high strung.
Understandably.
Yeah. Still am a little bit, but part of
Understandably.
who I am. Yeah. Look, you know, you gotta get shit done.
Yep.
Oldest sibling shit. But no.
I would know. I'm 12 minutes older.
Oh, man. No. I'm yeah, so you don't have to feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
And I know
you
there's
telling
the like
your
child
story
loyalty.
and how you experience a thing is not a lack of loyalty.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about there? Just pause.
I was like, and they feel bad, but it's like, I don't have to. Then I stop myself.
Okay. Share with the class.
No,
Walk
so
us through
you
the
know how the
process.
child, no matter how shitty they're being treated, they're loyal to their parents.
Yeah.
That's just what's going on.
Yeah.
We're just navigating all that. It's all
Okay.
good. Which is good.
So it's like, oh, they feel bad, and then you try to take on their feelings.
Yeah.
And it's not our job to take on other people's feelings.
Yeah. Not
And-
responsible for other people's feelings or reaction.
Yeah. And you're not being disrespectful.
Just is what
And
it
if
is.
they feel a type of way, that's generally on them.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Have fun with that.
Maybe.
I say that from the point of privilege where I do not speak to my parentals, or they're not even capable to speak to me. So this is my privilege in this context.
You know, I like that spin. That's a true spin.
You know,
Yeah.
the luxury of having a parent I cannot discuss this with that will not watch this podcast because they don't know. And that's okay, Mom.
That's okay by me.
Yeah. No, that's really fine.
Mother's Day's coming up.
Is that so? Apparently, actually, you know how I know? I'm hosting a comedy show that weekend.
Yeah, and we're birthing other things.
I mean, sure, we're birthing things
Ready
to birth.
to push.
You're such a freaking weirdo.
It's in my name.
And I
I don't know
love
why. I'm not lying to anyone.
No, it is Mother's Day coming up. Historically, I hate Mother's Day and Father's Day. Mostly Mother's Day, because it just made me feel bad.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, look at everybody talking about how much they love their moms and how their moms are the best friends, and I'm like, it's not me.
I know. I have to think of like, or people who had really close relationships and their mom's gone now or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, what a fucking brutal day.
Both. I think both of those holidays are just whack.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, love your mom every day.
Yeah.
And leave me out of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Also that.
Yo, going to school
Consumerism.
and be like, oh my gosh, it's time to make your Father's Day gift, kids. And to be the kid, be like, I don't have a father. Do I write one to my mom? Like, it's just so weird. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
Also, why don't you work on Mother's Day gifts with your dad at home? With your, right? Like, don't you have time at home?
Yeah.
Like, why not do
What
this
is
in
this?
class?
Are you trying to fill the curriculum because you got nothing?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, we can be aware that this is, but this entire class had to stop and participate in this thing that highlights how brutal my life is. Thanks.
Thanks for
Not-
ostracizing me even more.
Now I have to be freaking vulnerable with a room full of people I don't actually inherently maybe know or like.
No thanks.
No, thank you.
So is there something you can do for yourself Mother's Day?
Go to tell jokes.
Yeah.
I'm less worried about Mother's Day and Father's Day now.
Okay.
I'm like, but I used to like really, really, really dislike it.
Yeah.
I actually forget it exists until someone tells me.
What shifted?
I don't know. I stopped caring. Maybe time, distance. Also, like jokes aside, I'm grown now. Like, would it be nice to have an adult to come home to and be like, life sucks and I don't get it? Sure. But ultimately speaking, I'm like, I'm grown, which means that, like, I'm responsible for raising whatever was left behind by my parentals is on me. And I don't need a mom or dad anymore in a sense of like, I've been raised better for worse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Like acceptance.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and it sounds so harsh, especially to people who like have like loving relationships with the parents or like miss their mom. But I'm like, bro, my mom's been sick since I was 19. Right? I'm knocking on 37. Like, my mom has not been actively in my life for all of my adult life. And then my teens, like, yeah, my mom was there, but like, I went to school, I paid bills. I'm just like, and the person that I mourned in 2006. I mourned as like a young adult because that person was still fresh in her mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person I most recently have interaction with is not the person I grew up with. And also, you got into context and you go, oh, you know, like, there's stuff. And I'm like, it's not that she's a bad person. She's not. But her best was what it was. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't inherently need a mom now. Right? As an adult, I wouldn't need a mom. I would need a friend who's experienced some things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe a comp. And I'm like, and I don't inherently have to have that in my mother per se.
Right.
That's for my dad. I mean, like,
find nurturing in other ways now. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, we can sit here and cry over it, and sure, but also, there are plus sides to one parent just disappeared.
Yeah.
Not splitting homes, you're not splitting change. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee that if he was around, he would have been a good parent.
Right? It's almost better, like, instead of being shitty in the picture, to just be out.
And maybe that's shit people tell themselves.
Right?
To make, I don't know. But I'm just like, at the end of the day, I can't sit and dwell on what I don't have and what's past. You know,
we're not
I
staying
have
stuck.
plenty of life to live, and we made it this far.
Yep. We can grieve as we need to grieve, and
yeah. So I don't know. It is what it is. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers, and happy Father's Day to the fathers, and
all the people doing both, and
the people
all
who
in
are
between, and
actual parents, but they're doing mother-father things, and
yeah,
you know, like, shout out to the girlies who can't procreate and want to, and shout out to the girls who can and don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, you're all valid. It is what it is.
Yep.
Also, there's so much more in life than procreating.
Or procreating things that aren't humans.
Yeah. But like, you can birth more than just kids.
Yeah.
You can birth a business and dreams and visions and, you know,
Community.
manifest of lights. I don't know. Jokes aside. But yeah, just like, there's so much more to life.
Yep. There's gotta be more
To life than chasing down every temporary high to satisfy me, 'cause I'm more than I. Yo, I love Stacie Orrico.
Me too.
Yo, I remember being in 9th grade on the school bus.
So good.
And there was this one other girl in the grade ahead of me who's also a Jesus kid. And be like, every now and then, when I'm all alone,
I've been wishing you would call me on the telephone, say you need me back, but you never do. I feel like such a fool. There's nothing I can do.
I'm such a fool for you. I can't fake it. What are you waiting for? My heart's still breaking. I miss you even more. I hate you, but I love you. I can't stop thinking of you. I'm stuck on you. I'm just saying.
Oh, so good.
Shout out Stacie Orrico.
Yeah, we should bump that with the kids.
What is she doing now? What you need? What you need?
What you say? What you say?
What you need is something genuine.
What you want is something real. Yeah, I definitely need to listen to that.
Oh, Stacie Orrico.
I love Rebecca St. James too.
Of course,
I was about that. I got the diary, the journal.
Oh
all of it.
God.
Yeah, it was hardcore.
What does she sing again?
I forget.
No, that's Nicole C. Mullen, who.
Oh, I know. I love. But also.
No, I'm sorry. your transphobic, homophobic ass can go elsewhere. I was like, are we seriously out here being blatantly hateful to it? It's on brand, because evangelicals be evangelically, but still. Way to ruin. Now I know my Redeemer. Well, clearly, if you believed he lives, you wouldn't be such a jerk. Because I believe Jesus called you to love your neighbor as yourself. And when you post hateful things, it's not loving.
Oh,
no, Nicole, it's not loving. It's not godly to judge. Unless you want to be judged, it's not hopeful to cast the first stone and push away a group of people who did nothing to you because you're scared you don't know any better.
You don't
know. Stop being a prick. Oh, Nicole, I really like this song. You ruined it for me. Now I'm gonna use you for heresy.
Ooh. That's a word.
Oh, Miss Nicole, stop being a bee. The Lord never asked you to be a bee. A bee. I thought you spoke with him this morning. You should have known better. A bee. Just because your friends do it, don't mean you should do it too. Stop being a bee. Love me. Thank you. Amen.
That was
Praise
a journey that I enjoyed thoroughly.
Hallelujah. Praise
Hallelujah.
offering to the Lord today. Thank you, God, for the word that was brought to the pulpit this afternoon.
Can I get a witness?
Hallelujah. Sometimes I'm just so overwhelmed and dwelled by the Spirit, and just,
Yeah.
I had a song that had to come out.
Yeah, compelled by the Spirit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it?
What's gonna give you joy this week?
There is something I just can't remember right now, but it'll come to me. Do you have yours yet?
I'm going to cultivate joy this week by
We're ready. The anticipation.
What gives me joy? I'm just drowning in work right now, so that's pretty much all I'm doing. Work for myself, work for the band.
Can you take 5 minutes?
I need to find some time.
Mm.
I need to cultivate, to add some me stuff in there.
Yeah.
Can't all be grind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Not made that
Okay.
way.
All right.
Dilly bars.
Oh, I love a dilly bar.
Right?
Though I'm not craving sweets these days. Shout out to legal meth. Just never hungry. No, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna go take myself a little ice cream walk or a little walk. I'm gonna take in hopefully some sun this week.
Yeah.
Just walk with myself.
Yeah. Quality time.
Take in the creation.
Let all creation testify.
We're testifying right now. Don't be a bee. Anywho.
Check your judgment. It's human to judge. Just check them. Anyways, what's going to bring me joy this week? I'm going to fucking buy myself some flowers. Buy some fucking flowers.
I haven't done that in a while. I love that. Put them in a little bathroom, a little vase, and hang the eucalyptus in my shower.
It's been a minute, and they bring me joy. And I'm like,
I love that.
Stop not justifying it. You're fine.
Someone should just send you flowers.
I agree.
I'm like, you won't look at me. Her address says I'm kidding. Flowers can be sent at what?
I'll be swimming in flowers. It'll be great.
And
Also,
stalkers. I'm not doxing you.
send latex.
Oh, it's like that.
Sometimes.
All right. Do you? You're just out here being wild.
Been a minute though. I've been too tame. I need to wild out a little.
Get it last week?
Oh, is that wild?
Been a minute. Literally, you walked in last week and you're like, I got pounded.
I mean, being wild.
Oh.
Is that wild?
I can
I mean like in my latex doming.
Oh, you don't mean latex condoms.
Oh no, I need latex free.
Oh, right, because you're allergic.
Yeah, she gets really irritated. Like,
Good to know. Gotta feed her what she wants.
good to know. When we go on our trip, I actually have boxes. We're good. You can have some.
Thanks.
And that's a wrap.
On that note, have an incredible week.
Dios te bendiga.
Be joyful.
Joyful,
Don't be like
joyful
Nicole
week.
C. Mullen, and don't judge folks. You know,
Or if you do, just check it.
be kind.
Yeah.
Stay out of business that doesn't pay you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If
Question
no one
yourself.
did anything to you, then stay out of their biz.
Be like,
You know,
wonder why I think that.
Be welcoming. Be curious.
Be curious. Stay curious.
Stay curious.
Be curious.
That's right. Deuces.